How to understand that you are not needed by a man. In this video, we will talk about how to determine if a man has lost his feelings for you or perhaps never had them at all. How can you identify a man's feelings? How to understand that a man has cooled off or does not feel anything at all. Girls and women often imagine what they want from a relationship and what they want from a man. And often they wear such rose-colored glasses, attributing more to a man than there actually is. But if you have started to feel that something is wrong, if you have begun to sense some cooling, if you feel that something is off in your relationship, it is better to face the truth. In this video, we will talk about when a man has no feelings for a woman and how this is manifested. First, the initiative comes only from you. He is reluctant to make contact. When a man is in love, when he has feelings for a woman, he is engaged with her, meaning he expresses himself as a man and takes action. Even if he has some difficulties, problems, and so on, even if he is burned out at work, he still has the opportunity to show some interest towards a woman. However, if you see that the initiative is only coming from your side, that you are the only one investing in the relationship, meaning if you invite him somewhere, he will agree, and even possibly agree reluctantly, but will go without any obvious enthusiasm. Or he used to invite you to the movies, to the theater, or somewhere else, but now he doesn't do that. And if you invite him to a place he wanted to go and used to love, he is also not interested in it now. And this is the first indicator, moving on. If a man has started to be irritated with you, meaning that if everything was fine before, even your jokes or perhaps your whimsical actions or behavior used to endear him, now everything irritates him. Your phrases, your manner of speaking, your style of clothing, your behavior. In other words, everything related to you now irritates him. When you try to hug him, for example, he pulls away, meaning he does not want any physical contact. And this again only indicates that the man has stopped feeling emotions. A man behaves this way when he stops feeling something for a woman. If you see and understand that a man is constantly irritated by your words or actions, it only indicates that his feelings for you are fading or have already faded. Furthermore, he has no time for you. That is, he may not have been doing anything, was at home, and you approached him with some question or plans for the future. That's it. He suddenly became busy. He urgently needs to go somewhere, do something, call, or do something on the computer, anything. That is, he constantly avoids you. If you need something, he is always busy and avoids any joint plans. For example, if you want to plan a trip, he avoids those plans. You want to go somewhere, but he again doesn't want to plan anything because he doesn't want to spend time with you right now. This is like the beginning of the end. If nothing is done about this relationship now, it will fall apart. The man subconsciously already understands that you are a foreign woman, but the fact that it is time to part ways has not yet reached his mind. Furthermore, he does not strive to please you. When a man is invested in a woman, he wants to do something nice for her. He wants to be liked. He wants to make some kind of impression, because when a man likes a woman, he wants her to look at him with loving eyes. In other words, he does something. Here he is, perhaps a good host. Here he is, perhaps he has prepared something delicious. Here he invited her somewhere, gave her a flower, a bouquet. That is, doing something, even if it might be very small things, just something little, but he does something. For example, if you have a blister, he might take care of it for you and put a bandage on it. And this also indicates a man's involvement in a woman's life. If he doesn't care about what is happening to you, he becomes indifferent to how you look, what is happening in your life, what you feel, and what you are going through if a man has emotionally distanced himself. And this is the next point. He simply allows himself to be loved now. He allows affection to be shown to him, but now he doesn't want to do anything for you anymore. Again, this speaks to the value of a woman to a man. If you look closely at your man, you can understand the language of his behavior, his actions, the body will tell you everything. If a man wants to touch you, if a man notices changes in your appearance, like if you got a haircut and perhaps haven't changed much, but he sees it. If a man sees all of this, it means he is involved in your life, he notices everything, and you are interesting to him, and you are loved by him. But if a man seems to have already excluded you from his life, meaning he doesn't see, feel, or want to spend time with you, he doesn't notice changes in you, he doesn't care what time you came back from work or anywhere else, he doesn't mind that you spent time with a friend and came back very late, well after midnight, and he doesn't ask where you have been, then this only indicates one thing, that the man has distanced himself. When a man simply doesn't care, he becomes indifferent to everything related to that woman. Whatever she does, whatever she says, whatever she is passionate about, he is no longer interested. He is no longer involved in this woman's life. It is only a matter of time before this relationship falls apart. If again nothing is done to in some way change the situation, then he began to avoid touch, and this is the strongest indicator, because what is touch? When we touch each other, when we hug, when we kiss, these are all forms of tactile contact, intimate contact that is necessary. Without contact, relationships gradually deteriorate. For example, if you have been sleeping separately for a long time, if you do not hug each other, if you do not greet or see each other off with a kiss, then the invisible connection between partners gradually deteriorates, and people become distant and feel like strangers to each other. So, if you are trying to hug, for example, your man, touch him or fix his hairstyle and he pulls away, this is the clearest sign that something is not quite right in your relationship, meaning that something urgently needs to be done. Because as soon as a man stops touching his woman, stops hugging her, I'm not talking about those men who are not tactile from the beginning. There are men who do not like touch, who do not like hugs. In other words, they have always been this way. If your man is not tactile from the beginning, then it's fine as long as he continues to remain that way. But if your relationship initially included hugs, kisses, touches, and caresses, and then it all disappeared, which indicates that the man does not wish to touch you, and this directly speaks to his feelings. Pay attention to your man, pay attention to his behavior, pay attention to what you feel. Your intuition always guides you on the right path and direction. If your intuition tells you that something is wrong in your relationship right now, then this is the moment to take action, to prevent the relationship from falling apart, but only if you want to preserve the relationship. That's all for this video. This was Alice Vardomska with you. I hope for your likes and subscriptions. Write in the comments what you would like to discuss in my new videos. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, and goodbye everyone.